When I'm with you, I don't wanna be with
Sinatra. Wow, Sinatra. Wow, Sinatra.
Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? There we go. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome in. Hello. What's up? Didn't do a long intro this time. Didn't want to keep everybody waiting. Shout out to everybody that's pulled up. Either in the clouds, left the like, all that. Peace to y'all. Much love. Really appreciate the love. Let me shout out everybody to the comments real quick before I get on with my ramblings. Shout out to Crazy Mama in the building. It's been a while. How you been? Appreciate you stopping by. Caught the drunken chef. What's up, brother? Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. We have 13 up in the building. What's up, G? How you doing? And last but not least, the one, the only, Ducky herself. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Quite a lot has happened. I haven't been on a while. I haven't been on in a while. Sorry, talk over myself too fast sometimes. What y'all been up to, man? How's life? How's living? I don't know what the hell I've been doing with this shit. I don't know why I've been so. Let me lower this real quick, because goddamn. All right, how's that? Is that any better? What's up with y'all, man? A lot has happened, man. I fucking a. I took a little tiny break. I said I was gonna be consistent, and I lied about that again. Yeah, y'all can take a shot of how many times I say I'm gonna come back. Y'all could possibly get drunk off of that, get alcohol poisoning. So don't do that physically. But for me, as you can clearly see, I've pretty upped the StreamYard. It's all different now, so it is what it is. I'm getting with the times, so I don't have nothing in particular to talk about really to go really review or all that. I just said, fuck it, I haven't been live in a while. I said, I'll just go live for the fuck of it, see what's, test the water, see what's out there. I don't really have that big of a goal today. 5 likes and $5 in the cash app. But that's pretty much it overall. I had a little thought earlier before I came on. I saw a video earlier, and it got me thinking. It's not the whole reason of this live. It's just something that happened to happen right before I got on. But there's this dude, right? He's walking around sagging his shorts and literally with his ass hanging out, boxers and all, right? And there was a woman who was wearing a nursing outfit, and she walks up beside him, and she starts to pull down her pants too, right? It's a joking thing, but I kind of chuckled a bit. But overall, what took over was the message that I took away from the video was, it's fucking crazy that people are allowed to just walk around like that in public and nothing and nobody bats an eye to it, right? Like, how the fuck are you able to sag your pants with your whole ass hanging out, right? And not pick up a sexual offender type charge? Because I really do think that people who do that shit should be in trouble like that when they do that shit. Call me a fascist, I don't care. But it's equal to a man who, where was it, in New York? It feels like that would happen in New York. A man was wearing a trench coat, nothing under. He would flash women, right? This, that, and the third, and he would get away scot-free. I think he probably did ended up getting caught. This was a while back, like, oh boy, fuck. at least 15 to 20 years ago, if I if my memory serves me right. That's a whole fucking bar. Exactly. But for some weird reason, that's being used as a fashion statement to, oh, look how rebellious you are. I really do feel that you should get the same amount of charges and put on a registry list. It's the same thing as it would those with flash public masturbators and flashers. The same type of treatment they would get criminally, legally, is the same type of treatment people who side their pants should get. Like that shit has no place in society at all. But I mean, especially if you give it today's society type where you can't tell nobody anything anymore. Shame and doubt is not doubt. Shame and ridicule is looked at as more or less a bullying tactic or a quote unquote fascist. Right? People gotta stop being chicken shit about being called that. Seriously. If you really want to help fix society, shit like that, you really gotta be able to live in the role and just, pan out the noise. There's no shame, no accountability. It really fucked everything up, man. It really did. And it's not. It's just one thing, though. Okay, right? It's one thing to just simply just say that, oh, we should do this or we should do that. But unless the fucking act itself ain't unless the act itself is enforced, then that I guess then talk really ain't shit, right? That's how Friedrich Nietzsche was. You can talk about it as much as you want, but unless you're putting forth the effort to really show change, then the talking is just inherently dead, more or less. What up, Auntie? There's that, right? Maybe that's just me being what's the word? A Grinch, a grouch, whatever. I don't care. I'm perfectly fine with being a fascist. I openly do say that I do have fascist ideals. I do. The funniest thing, though, out of the news that's happened before I start to get into the bullshit, other stuff. Oh, I think it's the elephant in the room, right? The ad, the American Eagle ad. The selective artificial outrage for the ads for Sydney Sweeney being a pretty model on a commercial to sell something is being looked at as, oh man, it's oh I don't get it. I don't know how, I don't know where it came from. If I had a guess, right? If I had to really put my brain to it and try to pinpoint specifically what it is, I think it's all a business tactic, right? Because if you really are let's say a noticer, right? You know that it's all fake and gay anyway, right? It's either fake and or gay. Now, the people that took to social media and said what they said about the ad, it's Nazi dog whistling, it's this, it's that, right? It's, what's it called? Negative reinforcement or reverse psychology to get you to engage with not only with the post, but to I'm not hating on nobody either, right? I'm not hating on either side. I wholeheartedly could not care less. Out of all the things that's happening on this planet, rock of dirt, A fucking commercial about pants is not going to be one of the things that I pinpoint to be as of high regard. That's just it's a dead notion to me, right? I just think it's funny. Is all I'm saying. But anywho, the business tactic in then in and of itself was clever. I have to give it to because if you look at the numbers for the stocks and the sales, everything just shot rocketed to the top for it. It got you to talk about it both to like, yeah, finally we got pretty models on TV or um, the oh I hate this. I'm gonna comment. I don't like it. Right? Regardless of how you choose to look at it, business wise, your feelings are monopolized. Let me wrench up NT because fuck, that's fucked up. What's up, Blanco? Close that. No shit. My bad. Do, 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 do. About that. So anybody that would like to join the panel and join the conversation about what I'm talking about, or just pretty much talk about anything. Man, what the fuck is going on here? Anywho, yeah, let me get back to my point before I fucking lose track. A lot of people fell for the okey doke, right? I will say though, overall, and I really don't care how I'm viewed for saying this, but it's as bad as the move is, right? To monopolize your feelings about certain things, which really, overall, you can't really validate or really substantiate bias to you hate it. But anywho, it's fucked up that so many people have surrendered their consciousness for the sake of being included, regardless of what it is, right? No matter how much you want to quote unquote hate something, right? Join the self-righteous part. Overall, it just don't matter. With all the shit that's going on and all the heavy shit, all that, it is what it is, man. Because if you really take a pause, right? Take a step back and analyze it from the outside in, you can get a sense of specifically why. Because the hated part, that's bullshit. Fuck them. Who cares? They're the lesser and the less desirable, so it doesn't matter. But if you can get a sense specifically as to why a lot of people would like that, because if you now here in the country, where is it, in New York, Times Square? There's a statue of a fat black woman. The mediocre, she didn't just the random made up woman, right? Not even known for anything. And then for some weird reason, when you get Sydney Sweeney on the TV, that's the crime though. An actor is on TV acting. An actor is doing their job, so you don't like it, right? It's frustrating to me sometimes because not like all crazy like I blow a gasket or anything, but it's annoying to know that you can't be pretty. Like a woman can't be feminine anymore. She has to be some sort of a approved version of who she's we're supposed to be molded to be, right? If you get Sydney Sweeney, and mind you, they could have literally picked absolutely anybody and said the exact same thing, and nobody would have fucking said a thing about it. Could it be that just because Sydney Sweeney's white, that's where all the hate's coming from? Just because she's white and pretty? I would hate to think that that's the reason, but all roads lead to that. Because the ad didn't have a fat trans fucking mutant thing. Because it wasn't more or less something that was on a book that the painter would have burned, right? If it wasn't something that was related to that, it has to be shunned out. And the new normal of one specific member of a gender mutilate themselves and pretend to be on the other side of what they weren't born as. Facts. And then even setting apart the fact about on the race issue, right? Just simply going off of a woman's femininity. That has been under attack for like a while, right? Even like taking the cosplayers and the pretenders out. A woman has to be something that she shouldn't be on TV unless she's saying fuck a man or mind you, I'm not trying to get into the gender war bullshit, right? That's another Jew-given distraction. I'm talking about why a woman being pretty on TV is under attack. She has to be on TV where she's a warrior. She's a super fucking women's rights activist, feminist bullshit. But if she's just a soft, pretty woman telling you, hey, buy these jeans. And for some reason, that's the big thing. That's the straw that broke the camel's back, though, huh? It's fucked up, right? Because I'm a lot of quote unquote red pill, super alpha, red pill dudes, relationship sector of the red pill, right? Because that term red pill is an encompassing label, like the term pit bull. Like pit bull isn't a specific dog; it's encompassing of a specific or various types of terriers, right? It's more or less just a broad term. But anywho, it's kind of fucked up to think that, right? Because inherently, what you would get is the only time the man's going to be approved of on TV is if he's the complete opposite of what a man's supposed to be. Like if you were in the '90s, right? I don't think there could have been stuff in the 2000s, right? But I specifically, I'm born in '91, so I got to witness what men were supposed to be like on TV. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Dolph Lundgren, Denzel Washington, manly men. The people you look at and thought, I want to go to the gym and be like that guy. I want to grow up and carry myself like that guy. I want to make money so I can be at least eligible to be edified, right? Carl Weathers, that's the name of another name I was thinking of too. I just drew a blank. But yeah, him too. Apollo. You want to look at people that you want to resonate with. Now, when you try to watch a movie and you're like, oh, I saw a trailer of a movie that looks pretty cool, let's go watch it. And you can't help but sit there like, wait a minute, well, no man would do that. No guy would say that. I don't know nobody who relates to this, and you feel $20, $30, $40 later at the movies, and you spent 2 hours there, and you thought it was a good movie, and it was something just for people want to cry about dog whistling. A lot of movies today are a lot of feminist and so facto communist dog whistles, subverting society, subverting art. The decomposition of our theater, the poisoning of our literature. Right? I'm paraphrasing on purpose. But you catch my drift as to what I'm saying, right? Steve Jane, that's another one. All the art is now falling for it. A lot of people don't go to the movies anymore. A lot of people don't watch the movies coming out anymore because they don't see themselves in it anymore. And the ones cheering on that they don't see themselves, right? Mind you, here's the brain rot logic of those who cheer on degeneracy of society, right? If you take like encompassing look at it, like overall general look, you can get kind of a sense of like life imitates art, art imitates life, right? So the movie directions go a certain way to tell you if this is where society is either headed or at, right? And you watch a movie and it's like, man, that shit's so backwards. That I wouldn't do that. My circle wouldn't do that. I don't know nobody who would talk like that or say that, this, and the third. And you kind of walk away with the feeling of, I didn't see myself in that movie at all. I don't know who could relate to that. And the only ones who cheer on that you didn't see yourself in that video were the ones who complain about the most about not ever seeing themselves in the video. An African black woman, bald, plays Jesus in a play, and they want everyone to edify that, to cheer that on. That's cool, right? That's the, soul sister, so strong, girl power bullshit. But if you see Sydney Sweeney in a TV ad selling you pants for a store, right, that you've never been to begin with, you didn't buy shit from there, you weren't a loyal customer, you didn't even step foot inside the damn outlet when it was in the mall. Nobody I know went to there. So I mean, it's weird that you got a lot of people boycotting things that they've never put money into at all. It's kind of weird to think about. And I'm talking about those with the pointy downward noses, the weird hipster glasses with the septum ring and dyed hair color, 50 shades of fucking stupid, right? To deliberately prove the point that you're so outgoing and so woke, so different, when really that's literally the political status quo. So you're embodying the system, right? When you're in line at Starbucks, posting about how much you hate capitalism. That's a good one. I gotta leave that up. Because then you have to ask yourself overall, right? What really is the agenda then? Because you don't want me to see me in anything, not a TV show, comic book, cartoon, TV series, movie, poster, right? Comic book. But then you want your your version, right? That is uh, not a real thing, right? It's a forced on identity brought to you by the system that you're saying you're protesting. That's why you get a septum ring and dye your hair and learn liberal arts, call yourself a Marxist, all that bullshit. Like, what really is your overall like end game? I don't know, man. What felt good about the ad, though, among other things, mostly, right? And I'll move on from it. I know y'all don't want to harp on that too long. But what felt good about it, right, was the fact that it was one of those proud to be an American type ad, right? Like, you gotta hate yourself now. You gotta hate being American. You gotta hate being white. You gotta make sure you tear down anybody that is happy with being white. And I'm not talking like lily white, like docile, true chicken shit to tell anybody your real opinion because you're afraid of being ostracized or cast out, or how you're more or less in the minority when you're hanging with the minorities on your ideology, right? The always agreeable type, the standing with Israel type. That I'm talking real white Americans who are proud to be white and are proud to be American. Not just white, but like, get the general sense where I'm going at with it. And you know who the real enemy is. You're hardworking. You put in at least, what, 40, 50 hours a week, right? Plaid sweater, blue jeans, work boots, hard hat wearing, everyday Joe. It's crazy to think that we're at a time right now where now it's not new, right? Well, we have this new, well, the latest edition, I should say, more or less. But I didn't get to watch the full Rift TV episode with the latest. What was it in Arkansas? Could be somewhere else. I could be wrong. The whites only town, right? How that everybody's just so fixated and harping on. They want to know everything about it. They want, and you know who's doing that. You know who controls that media. To want to get inside and know every intricacy about it, so they can somehow find a way to demonize it. Think about this for a second, right? With the whites only town. These are people who said, all right, we don't like how society is going. We don't like how we're being treated publicly. We don't like how the system has more or less left us behind. And we're going to make it happen. We're not going to complain to the same people who are doing all that to us, right? We're just going to go over here, out of the way. No one wants us around, so we're going to go out of the way. And, we're going to do our thing over here. You guys got it. No hate to y'all. You have your thing. We're going to go over here and have ours. And everybody is like, how could you do this? That's so yada yada, this, that, and the third. He can't do that. And they said, well, yo, we're not going to be in your way anymore. You want us out the way? We're out of the way now. Now that we're out the way, you want us back in the way. Eventually, right, if you look at how everything works in the universe, regardless of how you choose to look at it, God, karma, whatever your outlook is on that, inevitably there's going to be a reaction to whatever the action is. Push, push, push. Eventually someone's just going to walk away. Right? Yo, believe in yourself. What's up, bro? Jimmy Carr. Oh, I like him. He's cool. He's the dude from England, right? Or Australia. He has like Asian-y looking eyes. He could be Asian or blind. If that's the same guy that I'm. If that's not him, then yeah, I'll check him out. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Before I lose my train of thought, because I lose it fast. Oh, come on, bro. What did I? Okay, I got it. Whew. Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's him. Yep, I like him. He used to be on Comedy Central a lot. He had a few stand-ups. Oh shit, that's what that is. Damn, that's wild. I remember first seeing, I thought he was, how, I'm not talking shit about nobody, right? I don't mean this in any derogatory way, but how sometimes blind people will have different looking eyes, right? I looked at him one time and I thought that's what I assumed he was, because his eyes looked different. And I was like, oh, blind comedian. And ended up being really funny. But yeah, I know who that is. I already lost my thought, so I gotta move on from that. Oh, the White Only Town. There you go. I didn't get to watch the full episode. I saw a clip of it. I was going to, and I just been procrastinating on watching it. The guy, the main, I don't know what you would call him, the main guy, founder, or one of the main dudes. He was on a channel. I don't know if the channel's on YouTube yet, or Rumble. More than likely, it's going to seem like it's on Rumble. If you want to have talks, real talks, you got to have it on there. If you're a monetized channel, then which I'll get to about that a little bit. If you're scared of losing the shmula money, fatty bread, and all that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it. How people are mad and harping about him about having the whites only town, and he lists that there is this community or coalition thing that is based on specifically only on minority and people of color, and how there's communities with no white people in them at all, right? So inherently, what he was getting at overall, to paraphrase what he was talking about, that there's more or less 90, like at least 96 of them, right? I'll tell you what, we'll talk about this more when I finish watching the episode, and we can talk about it and what it means society wise, and how a community that is separatist, because a lot of people are confusing the terms, right? Racist and a separatist. A racist is somebody who doesn't like somebody else because they're not of their race. A separatist doesn't have any hate in their body at all for anybody. They just prefer to live among themselves. It's no different, right, than let's say a country club, or you have the regular golfers, right, that just show up, get on a cart, and just golf. Then you have the country club people that I have absolutely no idea what goes on in there. So I'm assuming rich people stuff, right? They drink with their pinkies up. They laugh at the New York Times, and probably not even there to golf to begin with. I don't know, whatever. But you get what I mean. It's like someone who's like, there was a video on it a while back where there was a black gentleman who talked to some white separatists before. They were at a table in a room talking to each other. It was a respectful, no ad hominem type of discussion, right? It was a real thing, and it was a while back. But what I took from it a long time ago, it's always stuck with me, and I always thought it was cool. I think everybody, personally, I'll go on record that I think everybody should have their own, their own everything. Asians should have their own community. Mexicans have their own community. Blacks, whites, Cambodians. Right? You get what I'm getting at. I think it's cool for everyone to do that. Not just whites, not just yada yada yada. Because then with that, if you look at it economically wise, that's perfect, because more or less you're going to create towns, you're going to create communities, stores, and and all of it's within the community, and everything, financially speaking, circulates, and it invests inward. So overall, it's a good thing to do. But yeah, I'm gonna watch that episode and get back to y'all and have a real big discussion. I ain't even look at it. I'm so far behind on the chat. Shit. Got it. No worries. I wasn't really asking either, so it's all good. But yeah, let me hit y'all with a commercial break real quick, and I'll come right back. Oh, I can? How? I'm on my phone right now. I'm not on a computer or laptop. I'm just rambling. I'm not even looking at my phone completely. That's crazy. Yeah, I'll be right back. Oh boy. All right. All right. All right. After that. After that. Now, to get into some, I don't know if it's doom and gloom or not, but I didn't really think I had anything to talk about, and I've been rambling for like 50 minutes. That's crazy, bro. But yeah, if you want to help your boy out, ship a couple dollars his way. Every penny is greatly appreciated. No obligation, just if you feel like it. Also, the link to the panel's pinned within when you pin it. Put the book and hold. Mic check. Yo, can you hear me? Oh, I get that. I do. I'm still figuring stuff out about StreamYard to this day, so I'll figure it out. No worries. I appreciate the help, though. Thank you. And here we go. From what I'm gathering around, right, there's this new, I don't know if it's a law per se, or some type of declaration, or I don't know, but there's this new thing going around that if a city is hit with a disaster and it needs funding for aid, right, stuff like that, a city will be blocked from it if it chooses to engage in the boycott of Israel. Donald Trump said that, and it had me thinking, like, as you know, with all the stupid shit that he does. Ah, see, that's why. Yeah, see, that makes sense. Yeah, sense as to why. You go live on your channel? before I lose my train of thought. Yeah, I legitimately thought I didn't have shit to say on here, and I've been up for an hour. That's crazy to me. Oh, okay. I thought that's what you were reiterating to. All right, it's all good. But yeah, anywho, it's fucked up to think that that's fucking what's really going on. Because if you really think about it, right, overall, like if you know how our economy and our financial system works, none of these government agencies, none of these companies, right, have money. If you really think about that for a second, they don't have money, right? They can't. Everything is funded and generated by us. Right? We give them the funds to do anything and everything, all the good and bad with it, right? To tell a city that if they choose to boycott of another country, mind you, yet another reason why they're so fucking detrimental to us. That if anybody engages, municipality, government, county, city, state, whatever the fucking right, that you won't receive any of the aid money that you'll need if something happens to your city. That really pisses me off, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. That really does, because that's inherently treason, right? To say, hey, bend the knee to this country if you want this money if something happens to you. Is that you couldn't be more blatant. You could not be more openly. I don't even fucking know what the word is for that, bro. Outside of treasonous. Mind you, right? I am an American nationalist. I'm a far right American nationalist. I'm not afraid or ashamed to say that at all. I love my country very much. I'm grateful for every and all that it's done for me. But I can never, ever say that I have any respect or love for the government. I don't. And that action right there is just another reason why I'm at the side that I'm at, because I feel like society in and of itself has lost its what was supposed to be identity. And I know the TV and the movies and TV series will tell you what the far right is, but nonetheless, what I'm really talking about is getting back to the standard of a decent, civilized society where kids can play outside and not have to worry about getting kidnapped or hit by a stray bullet, right? Or hurt, harmed in any way, both little boys and little girls. I would like adults to start acting like adults. I would like people to stop praising degeneracy and and try to scapegoat out as to why what they're doing secular wise is normal and okay. I find it both morally reprehensible and mentally indistinguishable with something that is subvergent to what a society is supposed to be. And I really do, with all the bullshit that goes on, right? There's intricacies to it, there's levels to it. I know who's not wanting that for anybody because those in power don't succeed nor profit from a civilized society. So decency is the rebellion. But sadly, overall, what takes precedent, especially with now within a modern society, mind you, I'm not saying to get like those cool videos about reject modernity, respect traditionality, stuff like that. Because inherently, what you're saying, sometimes overall, I get the premise, I understand it, I love that. But I'm not saying, yo, abandon technology, go off grid, and all stuff like that. I'm not even saying if you choose to, hell, shit, I wholeheartedly support that. But I really do feel that a decent society is rebellious society where degeneracy is the norm, decency is the medicine. And it starts with each and every individual, each and every other individual to hold that society to its accountability, right? Oh, it's all good. I appreciate you showing by, Ducky. Appreciate you always. Hit you up later on IG. Hold it real quick. I apologize for if I'm possibly being rude at all. What's going on with this? Why is it all? Alright, so that's good. Anyway, Star Dragon. I've been up for a whole hour not thinking I was going to be able to say anything. I get called the racist a lot for my ideologies, right? And the funniest part about overall about it is I roll with it, right? I run with it. When you go out of your way to call somebody that, I know inherently what you're doing. So overall, I can say this publicly and still it won't reach the type of mind who is coherent enough to understand what I'm talking about anyway. So I have no guilt, shame. You're gonna call me a racist because I have the ideologies that I had. So I'm gonna run with it and troll you, right? Because changing minds and converting people is not in my wheelhouse, right? More or less because I know that I should, but overall I don't want to. So, it is what it is. I'm gonna say hi to you and you're gonna tell me I'm racist, and I'm just gonna be like, okay, whatever, fuck you. So yeah, it is what it is, bro. Ironically enough, the fucked up thing is about it is I'm not putting nobody down. A decent civilized society is is a fascist move. So I'm just gonna roll with the. Like I said earlier, right? I don't mind being called this because I know I have fascist ideals. I don't mind it. Sometimes you need to be. It's important and needed for society sometimes for the individual, civilian level wise do it when the governments do it. It's just they don't know how. But anywho, right? On for over an hour just rambling about nothing. What I'm gonna start doing again is when I do these, I'm gonna have clips for the topics that I'm talking about, and we can more or less talk about it and see what the general consensus is. But it is what it is, though, right? Stay in your square and stand 10 toes on it. If we want society to get back. Oh, the main topic that I was going to talk about. I just remembered in the one and only thing that Trump has that's a good thing that he's done this entire time. It was so good, right, that it even got TMZ to get based for like 30 seconds, right? Was in schools today, they brought back the original fitness performance test that JFK had during his era. Those are brought back into schools now. So we're going to get more or less. I got to get that clip up for that. Another stream, too. We're going to see kids in school fit again, right? We're going to get kids into, getting back to being able to do a pull up again. Who can run miles and, just overall get these kids back into shape. That's one good thing that I can say Trump did. That's fucking cool. That really makes me really happy. It really does. When I was watching TMZ, for some odd reason, I don't know why, I was just flipping through the channels and that was on. I just said, fuck it, whatever. I watched it for like a few seconds and everybody there was praising it, right? Everybody. And there was just one woman who found a way to make it about elitism or some makeshift pseudo way of a tyranny or whatever. I don't know how the hell she's found a way to spin that into being something bad to having kids get back in shape. It's going to be from, I don't know if it's elementary or not, but if it did say it was going to be from high school to middle school. They got a few people on board with it. They got Triple H from WWE. And really enough, some non-type of athletes, a golf guy, a football kicker. It was weird. Because I would like to think that you would get a bodybuilder, a running back, a baseball player, right? It was weird, the selection of the people you chose to run it. Triple H, that's cool, right? He was a bodybuilder and performer and he knows stuff about fitness, right? But a golfer and a kicker, I'm not trying to put them down. I'm not. It's an odd thing to pick if you're gonna go for the fitness route, right? It is what it is. We'll see, and I have high hopes for that. I really do. It's very encouraging to see, younger folks get healthy. A healthy nation is what we need more than ever, both physically, externally, and their minds right internally and spiritually, getting back to God and the whole nine, right? So more or less we'll see how that goes overall. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of what I pretty much had to say overall. I appreciate everybody who stopped by. Ducky, Believe in Yourself, 13, Blanco, uh, Drunken Chef, and Crazy Mama. Right? Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Even those that listen in the clouds, left a like and left, or just whatever, right? It's all good. Even those who choose to watch on the replay. Salute to y'all, regardless of how you choose to like me or hate me. Whatever. It is what it is. I wish you all the best. God bless. And I will see you. I think I'm bringing the Thursday shows back, right? And I have more. This is just more or less of me getting my feet wet in the pool again. So, nonetheless, I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out. God bless. And all that other junk. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
I swear, you guys always hang around too long. Seriously. 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 Seriously, what are you trying to get? What are you trying to get? Some weird footage of me doing something weird? Why do you keep watching me? Why does everybody talk to me all the time? Why can't you just leave me alone? I'm not doing anything. I did what you wanted, all right? I did everything you asked, and I didn't get shit for it. So get that camera out of my face.
When I return, there will be anarchy.